Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Dinyx. And in today's episode, I'm going to be going through how I lost 1 million with using the Dinyx method of mining. And so we hope you like this one, guys. If you do, don't forget to take that pointer, tickle that like button, hit the bell and subscribe notification. Let's get into it. Run the intro. So let's get into this one, guys. So I kept getting told the Dinyx method was the best method and that's where you're going to make your most money. And I was trying to make an argument that you've got to work this off time, you're using the refine method based off your time, and constantly being told that actually no, the Dinyx method is the best method. It is for profit, but with what is going to happen in this video, you can see why it isn't. So let's get into this one. So I want to give a quick shout out to the names running along the bottom. They are our YouTube members, and you can become a YouTube member and help the channel out greatly if you hit that join button in our channel. And especially to one, the original, our newest member. Really appreciate you, bud, and there's your shout out for this video. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And to you, Ripper C, man, keep your chin up. We are here if you need us, guy. So let's get into this video, guys. So this is my million. I was making a million video, how to make a million doing mining. I had 2 orders already in my Caterpillar and another 12 orders here, 11 finished and 1 with 4 hours to go. So it was quite late at night, so I thought I may go out and do some more mining for the next 4 hours, get a couple of more loads. Turns out after I did that, the game crashed on me a couple of times, so I ended up just turning it off and went and watched a film for half an hour, for a couple of hours, and then went to bed. So you can see here, guys, I had 12 jobs going, 11 of them finished, and you can see this one. And I'm just sort of, while I was doing this video, I was going through and saying, I've got this much gold, I could end this earlier once these numbers reach a certain point, because I'll still get the same amount even if I end it earlier because of the way that it creates the SCU boxes. And so I was sort of just talking about that. And so I was like, yes, I'm going to make 1 million with this. Each load would have been worth between 70 to 100,000. I had one with Quantanium. I don't know if you can see that on the, but I did have one with Quantanium on there. And oh, there it is. It's actually the one that needs to be finished. So that's the one I was waiting to be finished, is the Quantanium. When you're looking at, I think 4 or 5 lots of Quantanium. So that load alone was 150,000 with all that was in it. And there was 4 hours to go. And I'd used the Dinyx method on all of these and was waiting for this last one to finish. And as I turned off and came on the next day, there was an update. They had just done an update. So this is a warning to all new players. It's probably well documented that you will lose your refined loads when there's an update, but there was just no warning. There was an update in the PTU that people was working on, but there was no warning whatsoever that it was coming that day, and so I ended up losing all these jobs. So I'll come back in a minute where I've ended up coming back in from Noob age because I had to create a new character and stuff like that. So this is just a warning to you guys that when you're doing the Dinyx method, be aware if a patch drops, you're going to lose it all. So even though you're going to get more money, if I'd have done the methods that I prefer to do, which is stagger it from 2 hours down to 0 hours, and just getting the ore at the end, and then just finishing my actual job, I would have ended up making a lot more money than I actually did make, because I made 0 in the end. In fact, I lost money because of all the refining methods that I had to pay for, 12 of them. And then there was, like I said, there was 2 in my Caterpillar as it was. So that's a warning to you new players. If you do look at the refining and people tell you that you have to use Dinyx, just be aware that if you do use the Dinyx method, guys, that you're probably going to lose it if there is an update that drops. And the reason I'm putting this video out now, I wasn't going to create this video, but the reason I'm putting it out now is because there is new people that are coming into mining, and I wanted to point that out to them because there is currently in the Eva Cartier the 3.24 patch, which is going to bring in the new cargo stuff. And once that hits the PTU or the EPTU, whichever one it is, then what you're going to find is you could end up losing all your jobs. They could drop that patch at any moment. So when there's a patch on the EPTU or the PTU, you tend to end up not mining as much because you could end up losing that job, all them jobs the next day. And that's why the method of the video I'm just going to put up the top is a better method when there is an EPTU or a PTU in service at the moment, like being worked on. Because you know then that you're going to be able to do your mining and you're going to be finished for the day, and you're not going to end up waking up the next day losing, like you saw there, 12 loads plus the 2 I had in my Caterpillar already, 14 loads, each worth around 70,000 and up. And you're not going to lose that just at the whim of the patch dropping without you realising it. So that's this video, guys. We hope you liked it. I know it's a real quick one, and I know it's just me pointing out probably the obvious to a lot of people, but there is people out there that probably haven't looked at mining and they want to look at mining, but they don't realise these things, and they're being told Dinyx is the best and that's the one you should go with. In this case, it was going to be the best if it had took them loads and 4 hours later and made my million, but in the case for me there, it was late. I ended up going to bed the next day, the patch dropped and I lost it all. I'm not bothered about that because it was more fun. I was just having fun playing around with it, and I have got a couple of videos from it that I want to put out with changing the bags and stuff like that. But that's just an eye opener for you guys, so you can see it. So yeah, we hope you like this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to take that point, so tickle that like button, hit the bell and subscribe notification. Quick one, this one. I'm editing a couple of videos at a time, and we've got a new thing that me and Kilthanis are working on that we're going to drop soon as well. So yeah, we hope you like it, guys, and see you out in the verse.